Dale Chihuly has been experimenting with and creating masterful art installations with glass for several decades, creating designs all over the world and featured in over 200 museums. Invited by the Wright family to exhibit his work in Seattle Center, Chihuly and his team went to work on repurposing a 1.5-acre area. Breaking ground in 2011, the Chihuly Garden and Glass opened its doors in 2012, featuring breathtaking exhibits from past installations with brand new concepts and designs by Dale Chihuly.
The cool thing about this exhibition is that Dale had a part in all of it from beginning to end. So he actually got to design the specific installation for this space. So one of my favorites, when you first walk in, you get to see something that Dale did in the early 70s. When people really weren't working with glass in our country, mostly the Venetians were making beautiful vessels, but Dale decided to, he was experimenting with glass, and he decided to drop glass, blow into glass and drop it off of a ladder and let it hit the ground. And then he put neon and argon in it. So he did this beautiful installation when you first walk in that has all these pods of glass filled with neon and argon. It kind of gives you an idea of who Dale is right from the beginning. Like he'd love to experience, an innovator, exactly.
Absolutely.
The next gallery you see is the Northwest Room. You start to get an idea about how Dale loves to collect. So it has some of his collections in there, personal collections. He collects baskets, Northwest Native American baskets, and those are displayed next to his glass baskets. I think each gallery is a surprise. A couple other highlights, one of them is the Persian ceiling. So you walk into an all-white room and you look up, and it's a ceiling filled with different colors and shapes and beautiful glass that Dale and a great team of glassblowers created.
And I know that there's one big showcase piece that he was always excited about doing, and you can tell the people about that a little bit.
Sure, so Dale for years has just loved glass houses and greenhouses, and he had this idea of taking a glass house and turning it into an exhibition space.
Like a greenhouse type
Like
space.
a greenhouse,
okay,
right, where you could see through glass to look at
Right.
glass.
Drawing inspiration from two of Chihuly's favorite buildings, Sainte-Chapelle in Paris and Crystal Palace in London, the Glasshouse, as it's called, is the center and most awe-inspiring portion of the exhibit. Adorned with one of Chihuly's largest suspended sculptures stretching over 100 feet, covering more than 4,500 square feet, the Glasshouse is beautiful at any time of day, but comes alive at night, lit to perfection.
And what's cool about it is it's right underneath the Space Needle. And on New Year's Eve, when the Space Needle lights off all its fireworks, we had a great party underneath the Space Needle, and you could see up through the Persians, you could see fireworks everywhere.
And I also noticed that there's a garden surrounding it, and there's some very interesting glasswork in the garden itself.
So Dale worked with a landscape architect to kind of mirror the plants and the art together, so it's a real synergy, and the plants complement both in color and shape the artwork that Dale has decided to put in there.
You know, I've been around a little bit to different museums and different gardens and whatnot, and I see Dale's work all over the United States. So it's not only here that he does this in a lot of different installations.
He does. He likes to go into gardens and transform the space, or go into a museum and transform the space. I think what's unique about us, though, he got to decide what the art would look like and design the gallery around the space. And you never get that kind of luxury in a museum. They give you the space, and then you have to conform your art to the space. But here he was able to conform the whole building to his art.
Chihuly Garden and Glass is a dazzling display of what can come from decades of experimenting and innovation in the art of glass. And Dale Chihuly continues to amaze all those who come to see his beautiful creations. So the next time you visit the Emerald City of Seattle, be sure to visit the Chihuly Garden and Glass exhibit. And as always, just remember to enjoy.